Have you ever watched a sports replay? They show the same moment again and again and again. Every angle, every detail. Now imagine watching the same replay for years. That's what people, or many people, are doing with their lives. Replaying the same mistake, replaying the same disappointment, replaying the same pain. And then they're wondering, why is nothing changing? Maybe the problem isn't your future. Maybe it's what you keep replaying. I know it's difficult at times to move forward depending on the traumatic experiences, painful moments, what you could perceive to be major disappointments in life. But if you're going to move forward, if you're going to drive, for example, you're not going to go that many places, at least not successfully, driving, looking at the rearview mirror. So today's message is pretty simple. Take your life off of instant replay, unless. And I'll repeat that. Take your life off of instant replay, unless. See, a replay is when something is played over and over and over again. Oh, I think No, Siri, I'm not talking to you. Y'all, excuse me. I got my notes here on my phone, and Siri popped up. She thought I called her name, which I didn't. All right, so replay something is when something is played over and over again. And many people are doing that. Not with a game, but with their lives. Replaying old moments in their mind until those moments feel current or like they're acting out in the present. So how many of you have thought or how many of you have been in a conversation, for example, and before you knew it, you was thinking about something else that has nothing to do with this moment, a past event. Maybe the part of the conversation took you back down memory lane. I mean, I've had moments like that. Sometimes good, sometimes not so good. But instead, you actually are living in the present from the past. Therefore, you can't really focus on what's right here in front of you or where you really want to go. What do people replay often? They replay their failures, their pains, their regrets, what someone said, missed opportunities, past pain. And over time, they start building their identity around what happened. See, a lot of times when we make mistakes, we actually associate who we are, especially as men. But men and women do it. We associate our behavior, our failures, with who we are. We can't tell the difference between the two. See, if you choose, you are not the mistake. You made a mistake. You made a poor or bad decision, but you are not a bad decision. You're not a bad person. I mean, unless you really are. But generally speaking, okay, we have to control, or the option is for us to control what we focus on. So if you don't want more of the same, more of yesterday, what happened, shift your focus. You say, Darius, you make that sound so easy. I didn't say it was easy. I believe it's easier than to move forward when you refocus, or when you shift your focus than it is to try to move forward thinking about something totally different, or thinking backward. It's impossible to move forward when you're thinking backward. When you replay the same thoughts, you repeat the same patterns. And when patterns repeat, life feels stuck. I know what that's like. You know, about a year and a half ago, about a year and a half ago, I was having a conversation with my dad, and I've told this story probably in about 2 or 3 videos. My father gave me what we call a conscious interrupt, a conscious thought interrupt. Meaning, you know, I was sharing some things with my dad about my past, because that's some of the things I've been dealing with concerning business, concerning finances, sometimes concerning relationships. And then he gave me this thought I had never considered. He said, Darius, reframe your past. I said, He said, reframe your past. Then a light came on. And the light came on was like, this is a game changer. Why? Because now I can look back at my past and I can dictate what it is I saw and what I experienced and what I took from it, rather than let it control my present and my future. Because I could be years past that event and still live it. And I did. Periodically, I did. And that's what some of you are at. You are reliving those traumatic moments in your life. You're reliving that B that you got on the test that you was aiming to get an A or an A plus. And a B was not satisfactory. Maybe you was taught that B, we don't do anything less than an A in this house. Maybe some of you are thinking about the suicidal thoughts or the failed, thank God, suicidal attempts you had on your own life. And sometimes you wish you were able to succeed. Or maybe you simply feel very bad that you considered it at all. See, whatever it is that you're living that's causing you not to move forward in your life because you remain in this mental loop, this replay cycle, you can stop it. You can pray. God is there to help you, not to stop it for you. You can get to talk to a loved one, a spouse, a friend. Go get counseling. None of us, nobody else, excuse me, not us, but this video, for example, serves as a purpose to help you, but I can't make you, they can't make you, God won't make you break the loop. You can receive assistance, but you are the common denominator. I am the common denominator. So my dad gave me that conscious interrupt. I began to implement that. And guess what? I got this burst of energy because I became excited. Why? I was empowered. I simply was pointed to the power I had residing within me. And all I'm doing is exposing to you, either reminding you or exposing you, exposing to you that you have the power to shift your thinking. Don't be a prisoner of the past. Be a victor over it. Be a free person. Don't let the pains of the past dictate your future. Learn the valuable lessons from those moments so that it can not only benefit you, but it can benefit others. So choose not to be stuck. Now here's the key. Replays are not always bad. Replays are powerful when used to learn, as I was just sharing with you, learn from, to reflect, to improve oneself, to improve one's decision making, and to grow. Replay becomes dangerous when you live in it instead of learning from it. Yes, I know that was good. I'm going to say it one more time. Replay becomes dangerous when you live in the replay instead of learning from the replay. When you visit the past from your present position, ask the right questions so you can get the right answers. What can I learn from this? How can this make me a better person? How can this improve my decision-making ability? How can I tell what a good friend is and what is not? Different questions. How could I better handle this situation so if I encounter it again? Once you start asking the right questions, once you reframe how you view your past, your life will change and begin to unfold in ways you did not imagine. But that's entirely up to you. That's entirely up to me. That's entirely up to them. So here's how you break. This is how you break off replay. Number one, recognize what you keep revisiting. Some of us are going back to the cemetery of bad dreams, the cemetery of nightmarish experiences, the cemetery where certain things that were supposed to die and supposed to stay dead, we keep going back to visit and going down memory lane. I remember when this, I remember when that. Leave the cemetery, go live. The only time you should visit a cemetery, if that's what you do, is if you're visiting the body of a loved one. But don't go. Take the skeletons out of your closet, go bury them, and leave them alone. Learn the lessons from those experiences, but stop living them. Number 2, change the narrative from failure to lessons, as I was, again, just explaining to you. Change the narrative from failure to lessons. What did I learn? What can I learn for the future? That would change your entire perspective. Now that's positive. That's gives you the opportunity to grow, to rebuild. That's not you destroying opportunities for growth and success and accomplishments. I really hope this is causing you to think and rethink about some things, because once you begin to allow the light to shine where there once was darkness, once you decide to reframe how you view things from a negative light to a positive one, the power's in your hands, the things that you could do, the person that you will become, and the things you will then begin to acquire. Now, number 3, movement or move forward with new action. Once you've decided that, okay, I'm going to learn from this, I'm going to learn from that. Now move forward with intention and desire. And again, that word's going to come up again, but move forward with new action, brand new action. Don't stop acting, just change what it is you're acting on. Don't be afraid. Move forward in the right direction. Get out of that loop, as I mentioned earlier. There is a road, a path designed for you that only you are supposed to travel. Step outside the loop and move forward with new action because of your new hope, because of your new expectations, because you are on the journey of discovering the true you. So learn from the past, but don't stay there. Why? What does this do for you? It means you begin to move forward with wisdom. And this is how I define wisdom. I define wisdom as the application or the right application of the right knowledge that is rightly or correctly understood. Again, wisdom is simply applying information. That's all it is. But I see it this way, or I designed it, or I defined it this way. Is that wisdom, right application is the, I'm rephrasing that. Wisdom is the right application of the right knowledge that is correctly understood. Once you start a new path, you start a new action, and you begin to develop a new habit, your life will change in ways you did not imagine. But that choice, that decision, that is up to you, just like it was up to me. Matter of fact, if I didn't make a certain decision, I wouldn't even be posting this video or the preceding videos. See, I too am in some areas, I'm on a journey as well. Journey of consistency, journey of commitment, journey of believing that there's someone on the other side of this camera who needs to hear my story so it can help them with their story. Are you the one? Are you one of them? So come out of the replay box. Press that button. Oh, wait. I got one more story. I got one more example. One more exercise, that is, for you. And again, I know you can't do this if you're driving. I know you can't do this if you're listening, but you're working. But when you have time, here's a exercise I would like you to consider doing. Imagine sitting down to watch a game, and instead of letting it play forward, you keep pressing the play button, the replay button. You keep pressing it over and over and over again. You never see the next play. You don't get to see the outcome. You don't see, or you never see, the victory. Why? Because you're stuck watching what already happened. That's what many people are doing with their lives. At some point, you have to pick up the remote, and press the play button again. Not the replay button, but play. Learn from the past, but don't live there. Take your life off of instant replay and move forward with intention. The choice, the decision is yours. Remember to maximize the moment, and I'll see you next time.